If just hearing the word exercise makes you feel tired, guilty, or even angry, this video is for you. You're not alone. So many women are forcing themselves to work out and hating every second of it. The problem isn't your body, it's the way you've been told to move it. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a movement routine that actually fits who you are, even if you hate working out. Yes, it's possible to lose weight, feel stronger and more energized without falling in love with the gym. What you need is a plan that respects your personality, your time, and even your resistance. We're going to break some myths, shift your perspective, and prove that there's a lighter path. One you'll actually follow, not just for a week, but for good. So take a deep breath and leave the guilt at the door. This video is an invitation to reconnect with your body in a way that feels kind, not punishing. Maybe for the first time, you'll realize that movement can feel like relief, not a chore. And that changes everything. You don't have to love exercise to see results. How many times have you started a workout plan and quit within days? The frustration doesn't come from laziness. It comes from thinking you have to love it to commit. That's a lie. Loving. Exercise has never been a requirement for seeing results. What really makes the difference is consistency, even in small doses. Some people wake up excited to go to the gym, and that's great. But if that's not you, it doesn't mean you're doomed. You're not lazy, weak, or unmotivated. You just haven't found a way to move that fits who you are. And once you do, everything starts to shift. When you realize movement doesn't have to be punishment, your entire mindset changes. You can walk for 10 minutes, and it counts. You can dance in your living room for 5 minutes. That counts. 2. You can stretch before bed. Yes, that still counts. The goal isn't to force yourself to love it. The goal is to welcome movement into your life, in whatever way feels right for you. How to find a movement that actually fits you. Have you ever thought that maybe the problem isn't exercise itself, but the kind you've been pushed into? Most people start with what's popular: intense gym workouts, running, HIIT. But your body is wired for more than that. Walking outside, dancing in your kitchen, climbing stairs, stretching during your show. All of that is movement, and it all matters. The real mistake is trying to fit into a mold that doesn't match your personality. If you're introverted, you may hate crowded classes. If you're energetic, yoga might bore you. And that's okay. The problem isn't you, it's the approach. When you start listening to your preferences, you'll find ways to move that actually feel good. Try this. For 1 week, test different forms of movement and notice how you feel. Not how many calories you burn, but how energized you are. Choose what lifts you, calms you, or makes you smile. That's where consistency is born. Because when movement fits your life, it stops being a burden and becomes something you naturally want more of. The 5-minute rule: start without forcing yourself. For people who hate working out, even the idea of it feels exhausting. Your brain builds it up as a giant, painful task. But what if I told you it could all start with just 5 minutes? That's it. This tiny mental trick and the 5-minute rule is powerful. It breaks down resistance by making the first step feel almost too small to skip. Here's the rule: commit to just 5 minutes of movement. Nothing more. Dance, stretch, walk in place. Whatever feels easiest. If you want to stop after that, go ahead. But most of the time you won't, because starting is the hardest part. And once you're in motion, continuing feels natural. This trick works because it removes the pressure. You don't have to think about 40-minute workouts or strict routines. Just show up for 5 minutes. That sense of accomplishment creates a loop of confidence. And over time, 5 minutes turns into 10, then 15. Not because you forced it, but because your body asked for it. How to make it a real routine, even with a busy life. You can have all the best intentions, but without a realistic plan, nothing sticks. No one has time left over, especially women juggling work, family, home, and everything else. The truth is, you don't need more time. You need to be strategic. Instead of trying to fit workouts into your life, start weaving movement into your day. Look for hidden pockets of time. Stretch while the coffee brews. Do squats while brushing your teeth. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Swap 10 minutes of scrolling for a walk around the block. Movement doesn't need to be separate from your life. It can be built into it. That's where sustainable routines are born. Create rituals to make it stick. Set a reminder with your favorite song. Keep your sneakers in plain sight. Pair movement with something you already do. Wake up, stretch, eat lunch, walk, end the day, breathe, and move. The more you repeat, the more automatic it becomes. Soon you won't need motivation, just your choice to keep showing up. How to stay motivated without relying on willpower. Motivation is beautiful when it shows up. But let's be honest, it rarely does. And waiting for it means staying stuck. The real secret to consistency isn't feeling inspired. It's having systems that work on autopilot. You don't need to feel excited every day. You just need a reason bigger than your excuses, and a step small enough to take any time. Visual cues can help more than you think. Leave your workout clothes visible. Write a sticky note on the mirror. Create a playlist that triggers movement. The brain loves patterns. If you move every time that playlist plays, your body will follow. No willpower required. Motivation becomes a byproduct of habit. And don't underestimate the power of identity. Every time you show up, even for 5 minutes, you're proving to yourself that you are the kind of woman who cares for her body. That's real strength. Motivation doesn't come before action, it comes from action. And with every step, you're building a version of yourself you'll be proud to become. You don't need to love it, you just need to start. If you've made it this far, you now know that there's no one right way to move your body. You don't need to love the gym. You don't need to suffer to get results. Your body doesn't want punishment. It wants care. And care can be light, joyful, and deeply personal. Starting small, listening to your pace, and integrating movement into your daily life is far more powerful than chasing perfection. And the best part? It proves that you're capable, even when things feel heavy. You can build a new story with your body, one that starts with kindness instead of guilt. So if this video helped shift something inside you, hit that subscribe button right now. We're here to support real women with real lives. No extremes, no pressure. Like this video, share it with a friend who says, "I hate working out," and drop a comment. What's one small move you'll start today? Let's build this together.